Imagine this. You wake up one morning, glance in the mirror, and notice that stubborn belly fat staring right back at you. You've tried eating less, walking more, even skipping dessert, but nothing seems to work. If you're over 50, it's not just about looking better. Belly fat at this age can silently damage your heart, raise your blood sugar, and drain your energy every single day. Most people think the solution is endless crunches or starving diets. But what if I told you that's the exact reason you're stuck? Today, I'm going to reveal 3 simple, science-backed exercises that melt belly fat faster than anything else, and they're safe, low impact, and perfect for anyone over 50. But here's the catch. You have to do them the right way, starting now, before it's too late. So get ready, because what you're about to learn could change your body forever. For years, she tried everything. Countless diets, expensive gym memberships, and hours of walking. Yet the belly fat stayed, almost mocking her every time she looked in the mirror. Turning 50 felt like a turning point, but not the kind she wanted. Her clothes felt tighter, her energy dropped, and even simple things like climbing stairs left her out of breath. Doctors told her it was part of aging, but deep down, she refused to believe this was the life she had to accept. She wanted her health back, her confidence back, her body back. That's when she discovered the truth. Losing belly fat after 50 isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right moves that work with your body, not against it. And once she learned these 3 simple exercises, everything began to change, faster than she ever imagined. She started with something that looked almost too easy, standing side crunch with a resistance band, but the moment she felt her core engage, she knew this was different. No painful floor crunches, no awkward gym machines, just a simple move she could do in her living room. She placed the resistance band under her left foot, held the other end with her left hand, and stood tall with her right hand behind her head. As she slowly lifted her left knee toward her left elbow, she felt her obliques tighten, pulling that stubborn belly fat into action. Each repetition wasn't just movement, it was a step toward the body she thought she had lost forever. The secret was in the control, lifting slowly, exhaling at the crunch, and resisting the pull of the band on the way down. She started with 10 reps per side, resting for 20 seconds, then repeated the set 3 times. At first, her balance wobbled, and her side muscles burned, but within days, she could feel her waistline firming. She kept reminding herself not to pull with her arm but to drive the movement from her core. This exercise didn't just target her waist, it improved her posture, made her feel more stable, and even helped her back pain. She learned to avoid the common mistake of rushing through the motion or using momentum instead of muscle engagement. Instead, she moved with purpose, making every crunch count. On days when she felt stronger, she added a small ankle weight or increased band tension for extra challenge. What amazed her most was how quickly her daily activities started feeling easier. Lifting groceries, bending to pick something up, even turning in bed felt smoother. It wasn't just about seeing her belly shrink, it was about reclaiming the strength she thought she had lost with age. After 2 weeks, she noticed her jeans fitting better, her reflection looking sharper, and her energy lasting longer into the day. Standing side crunch became her favorite part of the routine because it didn't leave her gasping for breath, yet it delivered visible results. She loved that she could do it while watching her favorite show or listening to music, making it something she actually looked forward to. And every time she finished her last rep, she felt a rush of confidence, knowing that with every controlled crunch, she was not just losing fat, she was rebuilding her body from the inside out, one strong, determined movement at a time. After building her strength with the standing side crunch, she was ready for the next move, low-impact mountain climbers, and this was where the real calorie-burning magic happened. She had always thought mountain climbers were only for athletes, but this modified version proved that anyone over 50 could do them without hurting their knees or joints. She started by placing her hands directly under her shoulders on a sturdy surface, choosing the edge of her couch for support. Her body formed a straight line from head to heels, and she gently drew one knee toward her chest, then returned it slowly, switching legs in a steady rhythm. There was no jumping, no pounding, just smooth, controlled motion that kept her heart rate up while protecting her joints. She discovered the secret was keeping her core tight throughout, imagining her belly button pulling toward her spine with every knee lift. In the beginning, she did this for 20 seconds at a time, resting for 10, then building up to a full minute without stopping. What surprised her was how quickly she began to sweat, feeling her whole body warm as if every muscle was waking up. She avoided the mistake of letting her hips rise too high or her arms collapse under her weight, focusing instead on staying strong and aligned. On days when she felt more confident, She lowered her hands to the floor to increase the challenge, and the burn in her core doubled. The more she practiced, the more she noticed the difference. Not only was her belly getting flatter, but her stamina was returning. She could climb stairs without pausing, walk longer distances, and even felt lighter when getting out of bed in the morning. It wasn't just about exercise anymore. It was about proving to herself that age could never define her limits. She loved that this move didn't require any equipment and could be done anywhere, whether in the kitchen while waiting for the kettle to boil or during a quick break in her day. Each session left her feeling accomplished, and every time she caught her reflection, she could see the outline of a waist she thought was gone forever. With every slow, deliberate knee lift, she was training not only her muscles but her mind, reminding herself that discipline and consistency were the true secrets to transformation. With her core now stronger and her stamina rising, she moved on to the final game-changing exercise, chair-assisted squat with twist, an elegant combination of strength, stability, and fat-burning power. She placed a sturdy chair behind her, feet shoulder-width apart, and stood tall with her hands lightly resting on the backrest for balance. Slowly, she bent her knees and lowered herself as if sitting down, keeping her chest lifted and her weight in her heels. Just before touching the seat, she pushed back up, and at the top of the movement, she twisted her torso to the right, feeling her obliques engage and her waist tighten. Then she repeated the squat, twisting to the left on the next rep. The motion felt natural yet incredibly effective, targeting her legs, glutes, and core all at once. She remembered to keep her knees aligned with her toes, moving slowly to protect her joints and focus on muscle activation. In the beginning, she did 8 reps on each side, resting briefly before starting the next set. Soon, she could feel her thighs getting stronger, her balance improving, and a surprising lightness in her steps. She avoided the mistake of leaning too far forward or rushing the twist, understanding that true transformation comes from precision, not speed. On days she wanted more challenge, she held a small weight or water bottle in her hands, feeling the twist burn deeper into her midsection. What amazed her most was how this single movement made her entire body work together. Her legs powering the squat, her core controlling the twist, her shoulders stabilizing the motion. After 3 weeks of consistent practice, she could stand up from low chairs with ease, climb stairs without gripping the railing, and even dance without getting winded. The best part was the mirror's reflection, a slimmer waistline, toned thighs, and a glow of confidence she hadn't seen in years. She loved that this exercise didn't just burn calories. It built the muscle that kept her metabolism humming all day long. Every time she twisted, she imagined wringing out the stubborn fat around her belly, one controlled movement at a time. And with each squat, she felt grounded, strong, and unstoppable, proof that age is never a barrier when determination becomes a daily habit. She stood taller now, not just because her body had changed, but because she had reclaimed control over her life. These 3 simple moves had done more than shrink her waist. They had given her strength, energy, and the confidence she thought was gone forever. Every squat, crunch, and climber was a reminder that she was not limited by age, only by belief. And now, with every step she took, she carried proof that it's never too late to transform. Her journey wasn't ending here. It was only the beginning of the stronger, healthier life she had always deserved.